What's good, y'all? It's always going to be my introduction music until the new song comes out. Talking to you lot. What's good, you guys? We've got so much coming up. And your girl's travelling. So I thought I'd come and try and grab a hold of the energies before I leave. I'm so excited. I haven't travelled since 2022, which is not that long ago because I can go years, like 9-10 years without going nowhere. I like my house. Get it? So I got the babies in the back today. Right, let's get these cards cleansed up because I'm going to be pulling cards rago. Hit the like when you come in, y'all. Do we still need to tell you this? I don't think so. I mean, the outfit's telling you it's going to be a jam. So just like it because I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm in the mood today. It's Yamaya's day today. But Oya, woo! Oya was slapping up London today. Yo. And Shango was right behind her. MTN memes. Ooh, you're gonna have to go about your business. I like coming on these times though because the trolls. You love these times here. I kind of dig you lot. I missed Tuesday. Hey, I am the lesson. Hey, girl. All right, MTN memes. You can't disturb my peace here because, woo, when I tell you, I got a piece of peace on me that is like, woo, girl. You know, every so often, these cards are a bit mixed up. Bear with me, y'all. And that's it. I'm going to do a playlist with like all my friends and the baby, obviously, because none of us are signed. So YouTube shouldn't have to pull us up for nothing. Get me? So hit the like button when you lot come in, please, my loves. Thank you. What should we have? Should we have a bit of Chopin? Make 1984 fiction again. Oh, thank you, girl. Thank you. I mean, thank you. Hi, GD, with all of the alphabet. Wagwan, you good? Yeah, I'm still cleansing the cards, so I'm going to play it again. Because, why not? Why not? And then we'll have a bit of Chopin, yeah? Got the wisdom of Avalon because we are coming into a solstice. Hey, Angelica. Hi, Luke Zach. I like that name. Oh, thank you, Mama. Thanks. Go back to the studio on Friday. Very serious now. This next tune, I feel like I'm going to produce it myself because I got the beat. I just need someone to program it in. And then the next bit is the keys. I can do that on the day. Like, I just put some keys into it quick. And then the bass I can also play. Self-produced. Because why not? Why not? So we got the Wisdom of Avalon because, like I said, we got the solstice coming in. I can't believe it's come so quickly. But we're in these 16-hour days now, my G's. Told you lot, innit? 16-hour days. It's frankincense. Frankincense helps to cleanse up the cards. And it... Ambiance. You get? Oh my God. Tell you. But the trolls help to push up the views. So I don't mind you lot. You lot don't even disturb me at all. You want to get personal and petty? So let's go if you want to. Anyway, but I'm not even in that vibe right now. I've got one more. It's alright, they're gone now, Angelica. Don't worry about them. Don't bother yourself with them. Because as soon as I catch them, I'm just going to block them. Don't worry about them. Back. We've got both, because I've got the goddesses as well with us today. I'm partly procrastinating as well. Because I'm travelling tomorrow. I ain't packed. I ain't packed nothing. Not one thing. The only thing that I've packed is my... Thank you. But they don't bother me. They don't bother me. They don't bother me at all. Because I used to fight people in the street. You lot don't know. You lot don't know. Where are you, Frederick? Before we get into trouble, next thing you know. But Frederick. You get me? But Freddy. Anyway, guys. Energies. Right, we can get rid of this now. Because, there's a lot of smoke. There's a lot of smoke. Very smoky. Put it near the window. Can I just show you lot something before we get into anything? Do you know what that is? Do you lot want to know what that is? That is my butternut squash. I had to bring it inside because it kept toppling over on the roof, and I know that I need to repot her because look how big she is. Look how big she is. And then we've got the second coming of Tintin, Scott. I got so much ginger right in my eyesight over here. So much of it. It's unbelievable. The sage is growing like wildfire. Lavender's got flowers. I mean, we're talking about full bloom. Listen, guys. Listen, guys. The seeds you planted. The seeds you planted. Obviously, it's not harvest season. I was thinking about it last night. You know, I was like, okay, it's not harvest season, but the excitement of your plants coming through, that's even more exciting than the harvest, in my opinion. It's that first push. Do you get me? It's that first push. It's that first reminder not to give up on the things that you planted. That's the season that we're in right now, my G's. All right, boom. I want to tell you a lot about my dream. Yeah, because I had a dream last night or this morning. And do you know that singer Jaguar Wright? Yeah, she's like a whistleblower. In it, girl. Anyway, she's like a whistleblower, yeah. And I had a dream about her last night. I was rolling with her, and she took me to like a family space, like a family home or something like that. And I was with somebody else, I can't remember who, and we went there and we ate food. The food was Some of it was nice, some of it was not so nice, only because I'm such a fussy eater. Such a fussy eater. And I will only eat scrambled egg if I cook it. I can't eat scrambled egg if somebody else cook it. I just cannot. And it can't be too yellow neither. I've got to brown it down, man. I have to. I don't know why, but I have to. Anyway, boom. So there was scrambled egg on the plate, and I think that put me off a lot of the meal. But overall, it was quite delicious. Anyway, I think because I was a bit fussy with the eating, she catch her attitude, and I got this perception of her like she was a bit of a... Do you get me? But she wasn't. She was just annoyed that I was so fussy to eat. And, you know, I've had that my whole life, especially from my mother. So anyway, boom. She could have been my mum in the dream, you know. She could have been. Anyway, boom. So later on, we've left that place now. And as we're leaving, I'm seeing a lot of people going to eat there, like children, like school children, like 11, 12 years old. They're going to eat at this space, and they have to pay like £4.60, exactly £4.60 a meal. And because they were doing something with the change. Hey, Robsima. I can't say all of your name. I can't. Hey, Leah. Hey, my darling. So yeah, so they've gone for dinner at this place. There's also a lot of white people going to eat this predominantly soul food. When I say soul food, you know what I mean? Like ribs, mac cheese, them kind of vibes. Yeah, that's the kind of food that was being served. So that from that one apartment, they were feeding a lot of people, and they were doing it for money, but not really that much. When you think about a meal these days, you're looking to pay like 10 up to £20 for a large box of food in these times, my G's. So after that, we've gone into this underground tunnel. Hit the like button when you come in, my G's. Gone into this underground tunnel, yeah. And to get out, Jaguar Wrights had to carry her car. She like grabs it and like drags it up the stairs. Me and the other person, I don't know why we're not helping. I think we're carrying something as well. Anyway, we go up the stairs and we come out the top, and we're on this like this high thing. We can see the whole of London. And then to the right of me, people are swimming in like this clear blue water. So you've got people at like eye level to us, but you can also see the entire city like 360. But I could see things like Tower Bridge. Anyway. So in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, if I had my costume, I would swim right now. And then Kia appears out of nowhere. Someone tried to take her picture, and then she wasn't really feeling it. And then some moments later, she was like giving all of the poses. She was giving all of the poses. And then I woke up annoyed that I was that fussy with the food, first of all. And then I've gone on to, sorry about my nails, you know when you're rushing to paint them and then they get a little bit chipped, yeah? You know when you're, and then on IG, Jaguar Wright pops up on a live, and everybody's saying, Rah, where have you been? Can we make sure that it's her? Because she's got this filter on and she's in the dark. So people are not sure if it's her or not. So I'm like, I had no idea that she'd gone MIA for a bit. So it was interesting, her popping up in my dream and then popping up in real life. And then, oh yeah, the storm that was this afternoon in London was sick. When I tell you, I've never seen the cat shook, like, not really shook. She doesn't get shook from nothing. But the thunder that rolled in this afternoon's storm had her skits all over the place. She was a mess. And you know what was the most beautiful thing about the storm was when the lightning flashed and the thunder rolled immediately and it wasn't even raining. I was like, yo, wagwan for this place. And I say wagwan for this place because we ain't in Kansas no more, girl. Dorothy, I feel like we left Kansas a minute ago. And now, whatever reality that we're in right now, I can't really explain it. In it, me and Leah live like close to each other, so I know we heard exactly the same storm this afternoon. So boom, we're not in Kansas no more, my G's. It's amazing how unbothered we are. at this time. How people are able to unmove us. Do you get what I'm saying to you? That's why trolls can come all day long as far as I'm concerned. I don't really care because I'm unmovable. If the people that really can trigger me can't, when I tell you strangers can't, one of the reasons I don't like traveling much is because of people. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just rather not. Do you know what I mean? And I haven't got money for first class, so it's just people. But tomorrow I'm gonna go to the airport confidently and with chest and with fit. Girl, when you lot see my outfit, for the airport, just for the airport, because I'm going to Paris. It's Paris Fashion Week coming up. And I just thought, I'm going to Paris. I'm going to be fabulous every day. Well, not every day I go outside because I'm not trying to go outside every day. I'm there till Thursday. So I'm not really trying to go outside every day. But the day that I do go actually into Paris, because I'm just going on the outskirts to stay with my Sophia, right, for most of the time. And then I'm going, baby's got a show in Paris, and so we're going to the show, and then the next day I'm flying home, the next day being the summer solstice, and then the following day being the full moon, where I'm going to the studio. I'm just walk it like you talk it. Did you hear what I said to you? Walk it like you talk it. On some Migos vibe. Do you get me? Walk it like you talk it. It doesn't matter if you feel like you have or you haven't got the resources. Just walk it like you talk it. Yesterday, yeah, I did my tattoo artist's hair. And it was going to be an exchange thing. She was going to tattoo me and I was just going to not take payment. But she didn't have time to tattoo me, so she paid me. So anyway, when we walked out to the bus stop, I've told her that I want a dragon. And I kind of want to go no fucks given. I just want it to be like from here all the way down. And I was like, yeah, girl, I want it to go like down in my back. But obviously I've got so much tattoos on the back here. And she's like, it's probably better if you go, you get. And I was like, and she went, you're an artist now. You're back on your artist thing. I was like, yes, I am. Yes, I am. And that being said, I think we're going for a full neck. I don't like tattoos here or too much on the neck, but especially here, I don't particularly like them on myself. So we would literally go from here to and stop just under. Do you get it? And obviously I'm getting a dragon. It's the year of the dragon. I was born in the year of the dragon. Of course I'm getting a dragon tattoo. Of course I'm going to be the girl with the dragon tattoo. So anyway, I'm saying walk it like you talk it. Hit the like button when you lot come in, I beg. Walk it like you talk it. Do you get it? Whatever it is that whatever you see yourself being in the next 6 months, embody it. Embody it now. Embody it now. It's like the plants. There's no butternut squashes there, but look how big and luscious the leaves are. There's no ginger up there yet, but the growth, there's so much sprouts. There's like 7 or 8 of them. The last time I did ginger, I only got 1 sprout out, and then maybe a few came like some. But now we've got about 7 or 8 already sprouted in the early days. So I can only imagine how many pieces of ginger I'm going to get from this harvest here. Gassed about. So the point is, make sure that whatever you've planted, you're embodying it already. Make sure that you're doing that, because really and truly, why wait? Why wait? Why wait? Walk it like you talk it. Walk it like you talk it. I don't even like the Migos, but walk it like you talk it. So that way you don't even need to talk. I was in the gym the other day, yeah? And I'll tell you how unbothered I am. I was in the gym the other day actually pushing weights. Y'all don't know. You don't know. I don't mind my thick. Right now, I'm embracing my thick because I know that I am transitioning into the strongest version of myself that I've ever experienced. So at the moment, we're doing the thick. Girl. Thank you so much, Georgette. Thank you, girl. So I went to the gym the other day, and when I was warming up on the bike, these two men were, when I say slagging off women, it was so bad. Two black men, and they were slagging off women. And so I needed to go and use the apparatus that they were sitting on. So when I finished warming up, I went to ask if I could sit there. Here, the first guy. I said, can I use the apparatus? Here, man. I'm using it. I said, you're not. I said, you are not using it. You lot need to go and get a coffee or something. But the way you're talking and doing nothing, you're not working out, you're just chatting. And so he got up and I sat on the apparatus and I got myself together and I started unbigging my back, slowly but surely, see me? And the other guy, hear him, you see what I mean about women? I said, no, I don't see what you mean, my G. What do you mean? Hear him to me. You're bullies. And the conversation went back and forth, and it ended up that I ended up dragging the one over here because he asked for it. He asked for it, and I did it so calmly. I wasn't upset or anything. I was really impressed with myself and the way that he was dragged, but not so much so that I was like, I wasn't calling him out of his name. He was just getting dragged because what are you talking about? And then the other guy ended up realizing that this guy was being a dick, and started to talk to me in a nice way. And then he even showed me how to use some of the apparatus. And then he says to me, what do you do? And in that moment, I had choices. Because I do so much shit. So I was like, what are we doing? Music. So I said, yeah, I do music. So he's like, hey, Taliban girl. So he's like, you do music? So I'm like, yeah. So he's like, okay, so I said, you can listen to it now. I was ready. I said, if I'm going to call it, I'm calling it. I was ready. I was like, play the tune. I played the tune for the dark guy. Before it finished, he was on the phone to somebody, a radio station. And next thing I knew, I was in a conversation with a guy who was just like, yeah, send me the track and we'll put it on the radio for you. Walk it like you talk it. Walk it like you talk it. And the way I didn't want to go to the gym, the way I was just going to go to the pool and the sauna, I was just going to go and do that because that's what my body is used to doing. If I'm going to go to the gym, I'm just going to go to the pool and the sauna. The whole business of pushing weights, it's not my thing. Hey, Tarawa Bomtier. It's really not my thing, but it's becoming my thing. And the next thing you know, I'm going to have gloves. The next thing you know, I'm going to have a belt. And I'm going to be pushing them weight. You're not going to see it. You're not going to see it. And by the time I hit 2 years from now, oh, girl. Hey, Donnie Jewel, I've missed you too, Mama. Thank you. By the time I hit 2 years from now, because that's my goal. It's not now. That's why I don't mind how long it takes. All I know is that I've got to keep repeating, doing the same thing and have the discipline to eat the right food. That's all I have to do. Everything else, me neither. I can't wait to see it either, because here's a joke. When I was 42, 43, so we're going maybe 5 years ago, I was in the best body I've ever been in my life. And I made a vow, and I didn't really, all I did was change the way I ate. Also, I released a lot of trauma. I mean, the shadow work was real. I released a lot of trauma blood, and a lot of the weight dropped off. I was consistent with yoga. I was consistent with walking, but I wasn't really doing any real exercise. I definitely didn't have a gym membership. Boom. So I was in the best body, and I vowed that by the time I hit 50, I am going to have the strongest body I've ever had in my life. So time's moving. I'm still not in the gym. And then, boom, the accident happens. I break my ankle. Next thing you know, I have to do rehab. Next thing you know, I'm swimming. Next thing you know, I'm in the gym. Mysterious ways, because I'm telling you this today. The way I don't with the gym, I wouldn't have got there. I wouldn't have got there if I didn't break my ankle. Believe me, trust and believe, I wouldn't have got there, blood. So walk it like you talk it. So make sure what you're talking, you're ready to walk. Make sure what you are talking, you are ready to walk in. Okay, because it's serious out here. We're not in Kansas no more, Dorothy. I don't know where we are, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know where we are. I know that some of us are not in the same places. I know that's a fact. So it's interesting. And like I said, the level of unbothered at this point, girl, is so beautiful. It's so peaceful. The other day, I'm going to tell you who it was, my mum. Yeah, the other day, my mum came here with her AK-47, started shooting. Started shooting her shots, man, and triggering the fuck out of me. But, could she? No, I would not be moved. When it got too much, I just said, I've got to go out now. I didn't tell her to leave. I said, I've got to go. I've got to leave this house right now. And I picked up my swimming bag and I went to the gym. And that's where I met that guy. And I didn't even let that stranger move me. Do it, Rara. Do it, mum. I'm telling you, you do whatever the cause was. For whatever reason, it happened for a reason to get you to a certain place. And once you get there, because do you see what Rara, you're saying it all yourself. You know why it's so. Kia said the same thing. When she came out the last day of the rehab center, she was like, Mum, I know why I had to go through all of this. She was like, because there's nobody that looks like her. There was no black women, hardly any black women in her NA meetings. Definitely no black counsellors, black female counsellors. There was no one that looked like her while she was going through her rehabilitation. So she was like, that's what I'm going to do. So, listen. I'm not going to be a fitness instructor. There's no way. I'm not going to be a fitness instructor, but I'm definitely going to be the strongest I've ever been when I've hit my 50s. I know that. Categorically. I knew it 5 years ago, and I know it for certain now because I'm walking it. I'm walking the talk from then. Do you get it? Let's pull some cards. Half an hour in, man. Half an hour in. Let's pull some cards. Let's do prayer. Our Divine Mother and Father who live within us. Sorry, the frankincense got me. Okay. Our Divine Mother and Father who live within us. Hallowed be thy name. Our freedom come. Your will be done in us as it is within you. Give us this day our daily breath, and forgive us our trespasses against ourselves and others, as we forgive those who trespass against us and themselves through all lifetimes, timelines, misunderstandings, and levels of consciousness. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the absence of love. For we are the kingdom, we are the power. Divided we are weak, united we are victorious. And to you, Almighty, we give all of the glory forever and ever. I was going to say in Xhosa, I was going to say Untiko. We give all of the glory forever and ever. Duanete. Thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. So it is, and so it will be. Ashe. I invite my ancestors, my guides, my angels, my guardians, my Orisha, I've said my guardians, innit? My guides, my guardians of the sea, air, earth, fire and ether into this space so that we can have a clear, precise reading about anything that the collective needs to know in regards to this portal, the summer solstice and the full moon. What is the full moon in? The full moon. I can't remember what the full moon is in on Friday. I'm going to look though. What was the full moon in last month? The Scorpio, Sagittarius, it's in Capricorn. Of course it's in Capricorn, because we're going into Cancer season, so the full moon's definitely going to be in Capricorn. I'm here for it. So boom, my G's, let's get some overall themes, shall we? Can you not hear me okay? Because the microphone is kind of a bit of a way away. Gosh. They're all coming out. All of them. I tried to put them back. They said no. Emma Fee! Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm going to have this pile for the portal. Themes for the portal. Themes for the solstice. And themes for the full moon. What else have I got here? I didn't bring much oracles. I've got 2 tarot decks here. I've got the Moonology goddess cards. I say that I didn't bring a lot of oracles. Obviously these are all oracles. Alright, boom. So let's pull some clarifiers for portal. Go. Say that again. For that. Oh. For that. For that. For that. For that. For that. See them jumping? They're jumping. You've got jumping cards today. Am I dribbling? Me dribbling. Girl. Girl. Hey, Marilyn Clayton. My little namesake. What's up? Do you know what? Today I know that I've got 7 letters in my first name, 7 letters in my middle name, but could I spell Marilyn for the life of me today? I could not. I couldn't spell Marilyn. I was walking on the street. I was like, how do you even spell that? Because I barely use that name. But it's in my acronym. It's in Mama, Mandisa Marilyn. Alright. Got a Moonology to pull. For the full moon energy. Got a goddess to pull overall energy. We'll pull that last. Alright, my G's. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Hold on. That's exactly, we spell it exactly the same way. But I couldn't remember how to spell it today. I had to look at my passport. Alright, boom. So, the first card that we got out was love. Because I want to talk about it. I want to talk about love. I really, really do. It's been a theme in Gemini season, obviously. I want to talk about it. And I also want to talk about, look at the steps to love. The steps to love are, these particular steps are the ones in Tour, in Glastonbury. And they're wide steps. Like, if you're short like me, you've got to use all your might to get up these damn steps, to get to the top, to get to Tour, yeah? And also you can see this symbol. I forgot what it's called, but you know this symbol. So you got the other person, and in the middle here you got God. That's how I see this symbol, yeah? So boom, the steps to love. The steps to love, and it's a 9 as well. So the steps to love are obviously start with you. You don't know that though when you're a baby. So the steps to love start with our parents. And depending on how it is received from them is pretty much how we perceive love across the board in all of our ships. Now, I saw this lady the other day and she was like, the reason why you keep picking unavailable, she said men, but I can even put that down to some relationships that have been, I want Nefertiti to be seen. Nef, why are you hiding? So yeah. Hey, Liquid Fire. She was like, depending on, hey, Crystalline Alchemist, depending on how you received love as a child will determine how you receive love from others. So if you keep Girl, Jano, that video was like, because I posted it on IG, yeah. So basically, she was like, if your mum never loved you and created a safe space for you to feel seen, heard, for you to express yourself, for you to speak on your emotions and such, it's probably likely that you are going to find it difficult to feel worthy to be in a relationship with anybody else. And a lot of the time you're forever trying to prove yourself, trying to show how wonderful you are, how lovable you are, because you struggled to receive or feel loved by particularly your mother. Now I'm going to just be real with you. Like, I'm going to put my hands up because, you know, I'm a foster kid as well. So that didn't help. Like, that didn't help the whole situation with, you know, not only having an unavailable mother, but also being fostered as well. So that really hit differently. But the steps to love was, the first step was finding the love for yourself, finding and it's this cliche, oh, love yourself. Loving yourself is choosing yourself all the time, choosing what is right for you, even if at times it feels uncomfortable. And that's like discipline, isn't it? So, because as much as my mother wasn't very present, she also wasn't much of a disciplinarian either. So, you know, my punishments were minimal, not enough to stop me from moving mad and recklessly and dangerously for my life. Do you get me? I mean really dangerously. Like, she'd lock me out when I came home, so I'd knock on the neighbour's door and climb from balcony to balcony to get into our third floor flat. I could have died. Many times I did that. But I just needed to get into the house and get into my bed. That was the point, without being caught. Because she could never work out how I got in. And I would say to her, yeah, I was asleep when you called me. And I don't know why she never came in my room. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't, but she could never work it out. And it was because I was risking my life climbing from my neighbour's balcony. And it wasn't just any balcony, you know. My neighbour's balcony was like here. And then our balcony was like back here. So you see the gap. So I had to climb up some stoop thing to jump into my balcony. Listen, you don't even know. You don't know. You don't know. So the first step was self-love. And being able to love yourself in things like being disciplined. Because discipline we always think about as punishment, but discipline means to take care of yourself on a regular basis. Not every day. You know, there'll be days where you just don't want to do nothing, just bumming around and you want to eat cake. But you have to understand that's once in a while. That's not a lifestyle that you need to be picking up. That's what 10-year-old, 12-year-old me would do. Just eat sweets and cakes and biscuits and crisps all day long. There'd be no consequences because there'd be nobody to govern me and tell me whether I could or I couldn't. We didn't care about how we looked, weights. No one cared about that. Do you know what I mean? At all. And the way we were active, you're not going to put on a pound. Do you know what I mean? So there was no real consequences for that lifestyle. But when I hit my 20s and my 30s, the consequences were real. The consequences were real. So the first step to love was to really love myself. The second step was to reparent. To reparent yourself. To give yourself the words of wisdom. To give you, hey Karen Pearson. To give yourself the, hit the like button when you guys come in, my darlings. Give yourself the words of wisdom and the encouragement and the again, discipline, the comfort that you feel like you never received. And then the third step to love will be reflecting that from others. So being clear about what it is that you're receiving, what it is that you're seeing from others in their reflections of how they treat you. Because people will tell you that they love you, but it's really in the actions. It's really on how they move. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? People will say they love you all day long, but then you'll say to them, I said it to my mum the other day, Rago. I was like, you say that you love me, but where's the evidence? Like, what do you mean? Her evidence is that she didn't abort me. What? Say what? And she gave me the bare minimum. Come again? So now as an adult, you say that you love me. How can I see that? How can I measure that? Because there's nothing that you say or do that I can't feel it. And this is about discernment, being able to really recognize those that love you, and also the times when you're being unlovable towards yourself, being able to recognize that and changing that. And then the next step here is to be love. Do you understand? So you have to understand, like, I want to do a survey. I want to talk to like old school married couples who have been in the game for years and years and years together. I really want to talk to them about how they feel about each other, because obviously coming from down here, you haven't even touched the step of self-love down here. Down here, love is very chaotic. Do you understand? You've got the butterflies, you've got the, you know what I mean? You've got the angst, you've got all of the things, but it's not really love that you're feeling. A lot of the time it's chaos, and it's what you're used to. It's what you're used to, but it's not love. When you get up here, that's not how it should feel. It shouldn't feel chaotic. It shouldn't feel nervy. I feel like it should just be. It should just be, you know. And again, like I said, down here, the act of love is not in what people say to you. It's the things that they do. And I feel like people that have been together in a long time in love, even it doesn't have to be romantic love, you know, in parental love, in friendship love, you're finding these love ships that are long term, that these people show their love on a regular basis. You see me? Sorry, my throat. The reason I'm dragging my words is because my throat be dry, because my throat be dry. So yeah, it's all about what does it feel like to be love, not be loved. What does it feel like to be love? Hey, Eric Giles, what does it feel like to you? How does it feel when the people that you love you? How does it feel when you love the people you love? It's not chaotic. It's not butterflies. It's not giddy. It's not any of those things. It's calm. It's peaceful. It's soft. See me? And then this step here, this final step up here, is contentment. So you're content in love, regardless of who or who isn't around. And I feel like we are here. I feel like we're here in the steps to love. We are in that space where we just are. And we're loving to ourselves as well. You know, even when, like I say, even when we're triggered, even when people are not being loving towards us, I feel like because we're here, it just rolls off our back. It is patient, it's kind, it's soft, it's gentle, it's expansive, it's understanding, it's peaceful. It's rich, yes, it's nurturing, all of the things. It's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. It's not chaotic. I once saw a meme that said butterflies are the moment your common sense leaves your body. I can relate. And some people even think if they don't feel like that, then it's not love. If they don't have the angst, if they don't have this energy. Oh, it's in Corinthians. That I remember we used to read that a lot in secondary school. It's true. If people don't have that chaotic feeling of love, or that feeling where they have to continuously prove themselves, be seen, be heard, be felt, then it's not love. The next card is the Swan with the love. Don't piss me off. Not the Swan with the love. So is that one card? No, it's and then there's a card stuck to it, which comes with the Wind Fairy, thoughts, words, intellectual analysis. And the Swan is transformation, trusting the psychic gifts. This I'm gonna read the Swan, you know, because it's been a long time since we've read the Wisdom of Avalon. So pop on my glasses and look for the book. Because who knows where the book is. It's trauma bonding. The angsty stuff is the trauma bonding. It really, really is. Alright, the Swan, number 12, which is 3 trilogy. Remember, I told you. The trilogy. You, the other person, and the Most High. Always has to be that. Always has to be that. The Swan, transformation, trust in the psychic gifts. This card represents a transformation from one state to another. From the ugly duckling to the beautiful swan. This signals a period of growth that will ultimately be life-changing. The Swan says that you may change so much that you may not recognize yourself in the end. Yes, thy rich auntie. The rich auntie. Okay, I see it now. The rich auntie. All right, boom. You're right, girl. You're right. The Swan says that you may change so much that you may not recognize yourself in the end. Most important, it's time to honor and love this change within yourself. For then only the most beautiful reflection will shine back at you from the mirror of your life. Hey, sister! Miss Fallon! The Swan says, dive in. You will love who you become. It also reminds you that you need to trust your intuition and your psychic gifts to guide you as you go through the process of wonderful and ultimate change. The Swan is the companion of the High Priestess, who has the ability to part the mists that serve to separate Avalon from the psychic physical world. The Swan can dive into the lake on her behalf and find treasures that human eyes cannot see. The Swan reminds you to see with your heart and listen with your spirit, and the whole world can be magically transformed. A word! Again, with your thoughts. Was it your thoughts, words, and intellectual analysis? Walk it like you talk it, my G's. Walk it like you talk it. You can't be over here talking about, oh, I want love, I want this, I want that. And you're not about that for yourself. Or you haven't hit a space where you don't need that type of validation from anybody else outside of yourself. Do you get me? All the resentment has left you, all the pain, because it's possible. I'm not saying that healing isn't ongoing, because I feel like it is, but you definitely get to a space where you're tired of going over the same things over and over again, and you start to find what the actual triggers are. You start to find the roots of what the actual problem is, and once you dig it from the root and pull it out, it can't fuck with you again. It can't bother you no more. You see me? So with that, we got rest. It comes straight after the Three of Swords. Straight after the heartbreak comes the rest. Look at where she's holding. She's holding her solar plexus. She's holding that space where all of the resentment is held. And she's releasing that through meditation and rest. You get me? And then that turns into creativity. That very same shit turns into creativity. Done no, Empress Diamond. So, guys, I mean, these shifts are felt. They're being felt whether you're aware of them or not. We're tired. We're tired. We're resting. We're doing the damn thing all the time. We are listening to our bodies. We're intuitively moving. We're intuitively eating and doing whatever the body needs. I went to the gym 4 times this week. Very shocking. But that's what my body needed. It needed to rest, and it needed to exercise. It needed to move. I needed to feel parts of my body that haven't been felt in a really long time. And sometimes some people put that down to being in a relationship. Oh, you know, I haven't felt this way in a really long time. Look, go to the gym and exercise. You're going to feel some things. You're going to feel some things. Secondly, we've got the Knight of Cups. We've got the Knight of Cups, which again is, it's a gesture of love. It's an emotional gesture. It might be quite, not necessarily naive, because it's not the page. It's the Knight. It's not the page, it's the Knight. So the Knight is a little bit more advanced, a little bit more sophisticated in how they express their emotions. So this is you. You've become a little bit more sophisticated in how you express your emotions to yourself and others. You're able to speak your truth without losing your shit. You're able to speak your truth without insulting or dragging other people. Unless you choose to, like me sometimes. Because I do choose to. It's a choice. But it's, again, I'm an Aries. You got to understand, like, I'm going from gently dragging you to punching you in your mouth. So it's a win for me. Through the Valley Tarot. Wagwan, gal. Wagwan. Hit the like button when you lot come in, my loves. So boom. Your emotional intelligence is developing, it's growing, and I love that for us. I love that for us as a collective. So that's your 6/6 portal energy read, first of all, and then with that we've got Priscilla Bluestone for the 6/6 portal energy. That's today. I don't think I've ever done a reading like this where I've done like for 3 different occasions, innit? 33. Priscilla Bluestone, the inner compass. Priscilla Bluestone planted healing energies from the land of the ancestors into a sacred healing landscape. What did I tell you about planting? This stone accesses past, present, and future. Self-understanding. You are an ancient shaman. Frederick. You're an ancient shaman who has much wisdom to impart and the ability to journey through multiple dimensions in search of healing. You have unshakable core stability and an inner compass that directs you with integrity. Hey, Naily Taurus. Oh, I love that. Divination, your natural medicine for ailments. Pay attention to your boundaries. Dig deep into the past. Access your memories and cut yourself free. Examine your deepest intentions and roots. Live in the present moment. Walk it like you talk it. Find your own direction and face challenges with equanimity. You have power to decide. Pay particular attention to your environment. Healing insight. Being true to yourself is the basis of well-being, spiritual and physical. Frequency, earthly and high. Chakra, Earth Star and Soma, mid-hairline. Timing, Taurus, Sagittarius and Capricorn as we move into the Capricorn full moon. Soul path, developing a spiritual compass, because we're here now on the steps to love. We have hit a space where we just are. And I love that for us, blood, honestly, because we've been in this bitch together for so long. tearing off the layers, the onion skins of the trauma. Miss More Wisdom Seeker 108, Wagwan Mrs. Tearing off the layers of our trauma, healing together, speaking out loud, healing out loud, purging out loud. We've done all of the things. As soon as I stopped shouting, I was just like, raw then. We must be really in a different space. That, like the swan said, it's unrecognizable space. Don't get it twisted. I'm still in shadow work, you know. I'm still in shadow work. I'm in my mid-20s, mid to late 20s right now. Hey, Brown Pride Texas Ranger. Okay, whatever. Yeah. We have truly reached a really peaceful space together. I pray it's a collective energy. And with that, I feel like that collective consciousness that comes with that type of energy can only bring on major changes within our macro and micros. That's all. Because everything is energy. Everything, first of all, is the mind. So, you know, if we are all feeling peaceful and settled, can you imagine what impact that will have on the bigger picture? Boom. Let's move on to the solstice energy. I'll be traveling, so I'm not gonna overdo it. I'm actually gonna take no cards with me on my little break. Thank you, Brown Pride Texas Ranger. Yeah, I'm not gonna take any cards with me when I go to Paris. I want to really travel light. I want to travel the lightest I've ever traveled. So yeah, I'm not taking any cards with me. I'm not doing any readings while I'm away. I'm actually going to vacation, and me and Sophia, you don't understand. Like, it's the friendship made in heaven. It's the friendship I've always dreamed of. Do you get me? There's no pressure. There's no itinerary. There's no agenda. There's nothing. It's just two sisters just coming together in love. I love that for us. I love that for me. Do you get it? So, boom. The dog. Loyalty. This solstice energy is really, babes, I don't even I'm a what do they call it? A fanny pack bum bag girl. All my shit is always in front of me, right here, and I can fight. Girl, I can fight. So you know, whatever. So, and I've been to Paris. This is like my third time in Paris. So I kind of soon I'll be like, you know, I kind of know where I'm going. Yeah. The dog, loyalty. I love that for you, Miss More Wisdom Seeker. I love that. Honestly, friendship is so underrated in these times. Do you get it? When you find real loyalty, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. It says here, loyalty, sincerity, unconditional love. Let's talk about it. You're really going to see who is who. Come the end of this week, you're going to be very clear about who's for you and who isn't. Especially when you're in your expansive era and when you're in your love era. You're really going to see who is for you and who isn't. And I feel like in these times you've had a lot of indication about who is who and who isn't. And you're choosing to still overlook certain things and people, still got your rose-colored glasses on and you're still looking at them through that lens. But I think it's really, really important for you to be honest with yourself about who is for you and who is not. And that's okay, you know. Like, not everybody's going to be for you, and that's all right. Not everybody's going to be happy for you, and that's okay. Not everybody's going to be clapping for you. That's fine too. Do you get it? Like, sometimes, when I've told people I've gone back into music, some of their actual facial reactions has been so telling, like, rah, you're not happy for me. Like, you're really not here for it. Wow. But that doesn't change anything. It doesn't phase me. It doesn't move me. It doesn't stop me from pushing forward. Do you get it? I've had more love from strangers with this whole music thing than I have from the people closest to me. Which they say is a normal thing, you know. Even in business, you're going to have strangers supporting you more than your own friends and family. But it's very telling. It's very, very telling. It's a quiet suicide of some connections. And that's okay, guys. You shouldn't even have that type of attachment. You know, we talked about attachment and expectation killing love years ago. In it. So right now you should be a master at it. People don't meet your expectations. It doesn't mean that you don't love them. People don't meet your what's it called? Your attachment needs. It doesn't mean that they don't love you. Do you get it? All you've got to do is just continue doing what you're doing. Continue to walk it like you talk it. Continue to walk it like you talk it. Loyalty, sincerity and unconditional love is going to be felt throughout this solstice energy. So don't worry about who isn't and just fall into who is. That's your job. Not to be concerned about who isn't and just fall into who is. And if nobody is, make sure you are for you. Do you get it? Next, we've got protection. And you're going to have to really be up on your spiritual protection and cleansing. I got this from Sophia. Sophia on social media in her goddess era is the golden recluse, and she will give you a card reading pretty much every day. And we were talking about, you know, just these dreams, and because I had a really crazy dream at the beginning of the week, and she was just like, what is your spiritual protection like? What are you on? Are you on it? And I was just like, honestly, not as much as I should be. And she was just like, you know what to do. Keep your spiritual protection, keep your rituals, you know, up. Make sure that everything that has worked for you so far is in your list of things to do all the time, religiously. You know, have the discipline to do the meditation, have the discipline to do the breathing exercises, have the discipline to be grounding, have the discipline to be taking your baths, have the discipline to be cleansing your home, have the discipline to be cleaning your space. Some of you are trying to be protected in a dirty, cluttered space. Am I doing this right? I don't want to confuse myself. Hold on. Okay, trust was the other card of that. Okay, I'll focus there. That goes over there. Oh, does that go over there then? Hold on, wait. Okay. Confusing myself. So the first clarification that we got was the Justice card. The Justice card. We've got some balance coming in. That Libra energy where we can see both sides of the coin and make a decision. This is also Metatron energy, where your heart is going to be weighed against this feather. Is it heavy? What are you still carrying around with you that doesn't need to be carried around? The Justice as well. You know, who are you still giving huge amounts of energy and effort to that don't deserve it? You know. And also, can you hear the call. No, that's judgment, isn't it? So this justice card is much about balance. It's much about making sure that you are balanced, making sure that you are staying in your, like I said, your spiritual protection, making sure that you're staying in your physical protection, you know, taking care of your vessel, eating right, moving right, making sure that you're not around energy vampires, making sure that you're not overdoing anything, making sure that you're not overcompensating for anything. Did you get it? And then we've got the 9 of Wands. No, is it the 6 or the 9? It's the 6. It's the 6 of Wands, which is, we declare a victory. Victory over your life. Remember what I was telling you about your heart being weighed against a feather? See Anubis there? But this is victory. But this is you declaring it over your own life. This is you absolutely choosing you at all times so that you can feel victorious. You can feel like a winner without validation from outside of you. You did that. You did that. You don't owe anybody anything for your victories and for your wins. You did that. So make sure you celebrate yourself. And protect that energy, protect that. Don't let no one come and poo-poo on your parade because they're jealous or they're envious or they feel some type of way about you winning. And then for that, we've got polychrome jasper. $31. Polychrome jasper, belonging. Polychrome jasper is a shaman stone that assists with travelling between the worlds, offering protection while you travel. Protection being the word of the day. It helps you to remember why you are living on earth. Self-understanding. I think I'm blocking up the mic. Self-understanding. You belong to a greater group, be it a family or a clan. If you feel isolated, reach out to others out of strength rather than neediness. The stone offers you security. For companionship, choose an animal ally. Ground your efforts in the practical everyday world. You have the gift of meditation and see all sides of an issue. Yeah. Divination. Big changes are in the offering. Please hit the like button when you come in, please. Concentrate on practical outcomes. Be down to earth, but pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, my G's. Balance your emotional energies and nurture yourself to find joy. Find your power ally and stay under its protection and guidance. Again, there's that word protection. Give assistance to others who seek freedom. Guard against giving away your power. Healing insight. Dis-ease arises out of ancestral distress carried in DNA. That's why really and truly what I said earlier about lacking on this first step to love, or that just before you hit the first step of love, the foundations of probably not being nurtured and loved by your own mother is nothing personal. It really isn't. It's some ancestral DNA mess, astrological mess that we came to transmute. So again, you know, I'm not saying it's not difficult and it's not a slog to work through, but it is definitely not personal, and it's work that is doable to get you to the top tier of love. Healing and forgiveness sent down your family line. Replace with this well-being, with well-being, and that's that 4 of Swords energy. Frequency earthy, chakra spleen under left armpit. Earth star and Soma mid hairline again. Leo, timing Leo, Libra, Aquarius. Soul path, integration and reconnection. That's what's happening. Integration and reconnection to whatever it is this energy is. Because I told you already, we're not in Kansas no more, Dorothy. So whatever this is and wherever this is, it's a place where reconnection and integration is being called for in this solstice energy, which is one of the most powerful energies in the astronomical calendar. This is a time for reconnection and integration of yourself and of others and your place in it, in this space, whatever it is. All right, finally, let's look at the full moon energy and then we out, because this is dragging on for a long thing. It's dragging on for a long thing. Come on. Focus. Very easy. Just focus. Stay focused. And also stay focused on your path. Stay focused on your path, because you're wondering, what am I staying focused on? On your path. Art of Mind 559. Hello, my love. I'm looking for the book. All right, boom. 33. It's another 33. Second 33 of the evening. 33 being a 6. This being a 6-6 portal. Do you know I'm still conscious? I shouldn't tell you, because then you're going to be hyper fixated on it. But the gap in my teeth here and my gaps on the side, I'm still conscious of them because they're new. I've always had, like, my teeth always slide together. Like this time 20 years ago, the gap was up here. I had like a very prominent gap between these two, and then for some reason it closed up, and now 20 years later it's down the bottom, and it's still something that I'm hyper fixated on. I'm still not used to it, but it is what it is. Very free. Focus. It is time to draw your energies inwards. Let go of all things that are superfluous and unnecessary at this time. Focus your attention on the job ahead. Do what is in front of you, no matter how small the task. Clear focus is required. Be mindful to stay in the present. Avoid looking back or too far forward, for it is only in staying in the true present, the now, that the power residing in the sacred journey marker can be used for the benefit of all. Your path is marked with the need to regroup and remind yourself of your goal. Then stay in the present time and do what is directly in front of you. Only one small focused step at a time will place you in your destination. Walk it like you talk it. Very simple message overall. Walk it like you talk it. And the clarifiers for that, first of all, we got, which did come out first? We got the King of Wands, which is leadership. Hey Bora, hit the like button when you come in, please, my love. The King of Wands is leadership. It's forward movement. It's confidence. It's passion. Do you get it? Regain the passion for whatever it is that you're working on. Find the passion again. This is not a time for forced energy. And then you've got the Queen of Cups, which is balance. Again, it's that balanced emotional energy. It's that nurturing. It's that love. Hey, Ken Pan. Oh, thanks, baby. Thank you. It's giving, but making sure that your cup is full. You're not pouring in to anything that you can't. Do you get? You can't pour if your cup is empty. You can't, and this is with focus. So this isn't even with people. This is with the focus, the things that you are working on. Pour into that emotionally. Find that passion again. Do you get it? Nurture that thing. Give it the love that it deserves. Moving into Cancer season as well. Come on, geez. Come on. And it could also mean, because the full moon's in Capricorn, so it could also mean pouring into your masculine energy. You know, that energy. We've got the King of Wands, of course. So we've got the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So this is a real beautiful balance between real forward movement and leadership and passion, but also nurturing and emotional awareness and intelligence as you are doing it. Because this can be a little bit bull-like energy, you get me? This can be like really tunnel vision focus, but mixed with the Queen of Cups energy, this is a beautiful balance between fire and water. You don't know. You don't know. Oh, geez, remember what I told you? If it's you, then it's me. If it's me, then it's you. Jeez. Then we got the Two of Pentacles. We got more balance. This is about making, you know, balancing the earthly energies, balancing between what's important. To-do lists are very good. Practicality in balance. To-do list. We've got a lot of balancing energy here. And obviously with the Pentacles, they're talking about your earth energy, what you're doing here. And this looks like a monkey. So it's got girl, you don't even know. Because this is for the full moon. And I hit the studio and the full moon. My producer is water on fire. I think this is going to be such a great collaboration. I'm so excited to go. I'm so excited. So, yeah. The Two of Pentacles is about, you know, can you see that the monkey's balancing on one of the pentacles and he's on something solid, but, you know, that balance, he's sitting like a ninja on the thing, and then he's also using his intuition, the third eye energy. Look how that's balanced in his hand. And then he's got the second pentacle. Oh, my nails are atrocious. And then we've got the second pentacle balanced on the head, you know, where it's like, you know, you can't even see it. You can even forget about it, but it's also on something as well. So you're balancing your lower needs. When I say lower needs, I'm talking about your basic needs, your shelter, your nurturing, your nourishment, even your creativity and your higher needs. You know, this is speaking your truth. This is seeing things from the higher perspective. This is also conversing with the ethers and your guides and all of them and the ancestors and them. So it's a balance between the two. So really and truly, like, this is the first pentacle, which is connected to the highers, which is then going to be seen from the higher perspective and then brought down, and so that there's balance. You've got balance in your security, you've got balance in your income, you've got balance in your creativity, you've got balance in your basic needs. Do you get it? Do you get it? This is what the full moon energy is bringing for us in Capricorn. The mum and the dad energy. As above, so below, Leah. The mum and the dad. I keep calling Miss Bailey Leah. Leah's my sister, you know. Don't get twisted. The mum and the dad energy. You got the Cancer energy, and you've got the Capricorn energy. Even though it's fire and water, even though Capricorn is an earth sign, you've still got the earth energy here. So it really is focusing on the balance between the masculine and the feminine energy, and allowing them to do what they do. Do you get it? Allow your masculine energy to lead you to where you want to be. I love you too, Leah. Allow your feminine energy to emotionally pour into the things that you want to see grow and flourish and prosper in this full moon energy. It's exciting times, and you're doing it with a clean heart. You're doing it unburdened with resentment and anger and all of the things, yeah? You get me? And you're rested. You're not cranky. Overall moon energy for this reading is nothing is yet set in stone. So you have the ability to still, like I said, you know, this is just the early beginnings. Look at my butternut squash. Look at my butternut squash. There's no butternuts in it yet. But look. Nothing's yet set in stone. It's not flourishing yet. So I've got time to repot her. I've got time to put her in a different environment that will sponsor her prosperity. I've never grown no butternut squash in my life. I don't know what I'm doing, but I do know that she's at this point. She needs a new environment. She's got this far and she needs a new environment. So I'm going to have to give her that. I'm being flexible is really, really important in these times because nothing is yet set in stone. This full moon should bring a lot of clarity. You know, along with the solstice energy, you know, that loyalty energy, seeing who is who and what is what. But then even in this full moon, nothing yet is set in stone. But it's going to give you full clarity. So don't be making decisions between now and the full moon as to whether you're in or you're out, whether you're not or you are, whether it is or it isn't. Do you get it? Final card for this reading. We're going to pull a goddess because both of these, the Wisdom of Avalon and these goddess decks were both bought in Glastonbury. Oh no, wait, I'm skipping a bit. I'm skipping because there definitely was a crystal for the full moon energy. If I can't find it, I'm just going to take one off the top. Oh, there it is. Everything should be much more organised because I've got a desk. Organised. We've got chrysocolla. I've never heard of it, but that's what we got. I mean, it's probably come up a few times in the readings, but it's been a while since I've even used this deck. Number 4, chrysocolla, self-love. Should we go? Tranquil and sustaining, chrysocolla encourages you to remain serene and strong during change or challenge. Nothing's yet quite set in stone. Dissolving destructive emotional programming, it increases energy assimilation. Self-understanding, you have infinite capacity for forgiveness. Love yourself. If you cannot accept yourself, you cannot give love or accept love of others. To heal your emotional black hole, connect to the universal love that is inside of you. It never runs out. You can then give love out to the world and receive it in a never-ending flow. Divination, forgive yourself. Accept with equanimity what you cannot change. Let go of hurt and rectify situations that can be healed. Nothing is set in stone. Be magnanimous. Remain impartial and speak your own truth, but recognize when to keep silent. Remember, I told you, magical rituals may keep you chained to the past. There may be past life trauma to heal around being a woman. Healing insight. Bitterness and self-doubt have no place in well-being. It is good to nourish your body and self-love and gentleness with self-love and gentleness. Frequency earthy, chakras cleanses and activates all. Timing Taurus, Virgo, Gemini. Soul path, loving and valuing yourself. We go right back to the beginning. This whole week from now till Friday, even beyond Friday, from now till next week Sunday, because the energy, you know what it do. This is a real beautiful opportunity to really get into that self-love, to really walk it like you talk it. Right, boom. Let's get into the goddesses, and then I'm going, because I've got to pack. I ain't packed a toothbrush. My geez, it's ridiculous. Hey Nazreen, hey again, how are you? Get this goddess in me gone. Whew. We got Hina, I go, oh. It's because I'm a Gen X in it. Bananarama, if you know, you know. We got Hina. Look how beautiful Hina is with the full moon. Okay, so we got Hina. Hina is said by some to be the greatest Polynesian goddess. In certain tellings, she is the original creator of the world, the goddess and the gods and human beings. One story tells of her love affair with an eel who is killed. She buries his head, and several days later the first coconut tree springs forth from the grave. Hina is perhaps best known as the woman who lives in the moon. There she creates beautiful tapa cloth from the bark of the mulberry tree. Remember I talked about mulberries in the last video, which is mulberry season, so there's fruits bearing there, which we see as clouds surrounding the moon. Hina represents that part of ourselves that creativity brings forth nourishment even in the midst of what appears to be death and decay. Walk it like you talk it, my G's, regardless of everything and anything. Okay, I love you guys so very, very much. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for being a part of my beautiful evening, because I've really enjoyed myself. And I will see you guys on the flip, whenever that may be. Thank you. I will have a safe trip, and I will have so much to tell you about Paris, because I know it's going to be a pin ball. I'm going to have a ball. Anyway, love you guys.